a strength and conditioning facility down here in South Austin. Basically how it works is people come in here, they train in small groups or with one-on-one with our coaches, and we basically teach people how to work hard. It's challenging. There's a variety of skills and demands that you learn and you're taught, and then you're constantly trying to improve on. There's an element of community where you're working and kind of sweating and competing with your fellow gym goers, and then there's also this challenge and this competitiveness with yourself where you're always challenging yourself to continue to improve and to see some of these measurable goals and markers that we set forth for folks.
The thing I like the best is that they're really honest. They're honest about what you need, but they're honest about what you can do that they know you can do that you don't believe you can do. So you can't get away with not doing your best, but you also can't try something you're not ready for. And every single one of them watches you every minute of every time you're in here to make sure you're living to the absolute best of your potential, but not doing something that's dangerous. So I think that a lot of coaches can just push, but I think being able to look at every person and know where they are is something that these coaches just really specialize in. And it makes you feel really safe. It makes you feel like this is a safe environment to try something new and put extra 5 pounds on, or try that muscle up, because if there's a coach standing there that thinks you're at that place, then you can feel safe that that's okay, that that's where you are.
People can work out anywhere, but a 24-hour fitness place like that, you're kind of an island to yourself, and it's kind of that stay away from you mentality. I'm doing my own thing, but in here, it's like the team mentality from sports back in grade school, stuff like that, where everybody's cheering each other on, everybody's working through the same goal. You might be going through the same miserable thing together at the same time, but going through it with a bunch of your teammates who are striving for the same goals and cheering each other on just makes it so much more beneficial, pushes you harder, and just in the long term, a lot better results that way.
Challenge, if you will, breeds camaraderie, I think, too. It's like, hey, everyone's helping everyone through it, whether you're the first person to finish or the last one. You're doing the same amount of work, and it's all challenging for everyone. There's no such thing as. Every time I've come here and thought a workout was going to be easy, it's been pretty much the exact opposite. You kind of laugh about it, you're like, man, that workout sucked, but it's fun at the same time. So.
When you come into a community or you come into a gym like this, obviously CrossFits are different. You're not walking into your typical 24-hour fitness or Gold's gym where you might say hi to someone when you're there. You're in an intimate class setting, so it can be intimidating. You don't know anyone when you come in, but everyone here is so welcoming. And they push you from the very first time you're here. If you can't run around the building one time, someone's going to be right there jogging with you.
Each trainer just has a real unique personality and will bring kind of their own thing to the workouts, and that's what's the most fun, is you'll never kind of get into a mode, and they'll never get into any kind of comfort level with you either. They'll see you and they'll push you, and they'll knock you upside the head when you need it, and they'll yell at you when you need it, and then they'll also be really, really uplifting when you need it and encouraging when you need it. And I will never forget, at the end of one of my very beginning classes, just level 1, where I was so frustrated because I couldn't do push-ups. And I went up to Tristy and I was like, I can't do push-ups, this sucks. And she kind of just put her arm around me and was like, just come back, keep going with it. So she recounts how she wasn't sure that I was going to come back after that one class because I was so down on myself and so angry. And but it was really because of that, because of her encouragement, that I did come back, and then I kept on pushing. So.
You come into level 1 and you look at the big kids, kind of like the kindergartners going to seeing the 5th graders, and you realize that, gosh, they're amazing. They are lifting stuff and running and rowing, and look at them. And now I get to play with the big kids and have them walk to me and look in my face and say, you're stronger than what's on that bar. Lift it up right now.
I feel so fortunate to have met these people and to have them in my life now. Wes and Boone have built such an amazing community here. They're not just trying to get your money and get you in here and, who cares what happens to you then. This is a big family. I mean, this is not about just can you put weight up? It's amazing.